Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Agito Live video. This time we're doing an account review for UI BNS or UI. I don't know how you pronounce this name. UI. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I'm just calling BNS because that's what the name in the chat. It's easier for me to remember. Just call me Rav. All right, Rav. Rav works. Rav is actually way better. Wait a minute. Rav. Why does this name sound familiar? Wait a minute. Hold up. Rav, do you have a YouTube channel? You do? That's what I thought. I could have swore I've seen your YouTube channel before. I feel like your name came up in my subs a while back on YouTube, and I was like, oh, this guy's got quite a few subs. Let's see who it is. You only upload for fun? Alright. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna be reviewing Rav's account. He is on the Washington server. They have been playing since February 25th of last year of 2023. It says they play other games, so their account might not look that well invested, but they do all their dailies, their weeklies, and they are a longtime PGR player. They currently play a bunch of other gacha games, but they dropped some to play Azur Lane with no complaints, and started really playing. They started in January, but really started playing in February. So, and they would like help with cats, op fleet. Meta ships, building. Okay. Check the gear on my ships, please. Feel free to copy. Do you think it's needed? Any extra advice? We appreciate it. Awesome. Fantastic. Alright. Well, let's go through this and see what we see on Rav's account. So, first secretary we see is Scylla, or Skilla, however you want to pronounce it, with her kind of yandere-esque skin sitting on the stairs. I like the skin though. Hindenburg, Hakuryu, Helena Meta, and Maya. That's random. That's truly random. That is a truly random moment. I was not expecting a Maya. Okay, Maya based. PGR player. Awesome. It hasn't done very many exercises. No, that's different enough to be based. Oh my god, she's oathed. She's oathed. This has got to be the only Maya oath I've ever seen. Period. I've been playing Azur Lane for 5 freaking years. I have never seen a Maya oath. I have never seen this before. That is 100%. That is crazy. What an account. Account already the most based account in Azur Lane. I've never seen this before. Haven't looked good enough again. Did you have a Maya oath on your account, Quant? I feel like I've never seen this before. Maybe you did, but I've never seen it before. I didn't see it on Quant's account, so I've never seen it before. There you go. Never seen it before. That's crazy. Let's get into this. Let's look and see what's in here. Let's see what's in here. Look at these oaths. How many oaths we got? 2 oaths. Only 2 oaths. Maya and Scylla. Just Scylla and Maya Fluffy. Maya Fluffy what? Maya Fluffy ears. There you go. Her ears actually aren't that fluffy, but you know, it's okay. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. She has no skins, right? She has literally 0 skins. This is a character that has been forgotten. Like, absolutely 100% forgotten. No skins. She has a item. What does her item do? Increases the anti-air gun slot efficiency and grants her a special anti-air gun during battle. Wait, what? Increases the ship's anti-air by 100% and reload by 35%. Changes the ship's torpedo spread angle, and 10 seconds after the battle starts, when the ship fires torpedoes, 100% chance to fire another wave of torpedoes, and increase her evasion by 15% for 6 seconds. 10-second cooldown between activations. Bro, they overloaded her first skill with this. Holy shit. That's nuts. That's actually 100% increase to her anti-air. She literally doubles her anti-air. That's nuts. So she has like 400 plus anti-air. So she actually is an anti-air ship at that point. Better efficiency, 400 plus anti-air. Why? Because her anti-air is so low. It's like it's sub 200, so she would be at just a little bit under 400 anti-air when all multiplied. It's like what, 384, right? The former is eating well with this one. Yeah, this is a pretty good one. And the torpedo spread and the reload reduction and 100% barrage that increases her evasion. That's a pretty good item. I'm impressed. See, this is how you do an augment, okay? For anybody watching this right now, Azur Lane, Yostar, Manju, Yongshu, whatever the frick, Intern Kun, I don't care, whatever developer is watching over at Azur Lane, if you're watching this video, this is how you do an augment for a character. This is how you do an augment for a character to make them relevant in the current game. Okay, this is how you do an augment to reward players who use older characters. Okay, this is how you do a character. Okay, this is how you do an augment. All right, this is how you do it. This right here. This is a great example of a great augment. Okay, this is fantastic. Absolutely great. KGV could never. KGV could never. Yes. I farmed for Maya because when I was doing story, I found her chibi sprite cute, so I wanted it, and I like her design overall. Schoolgirl with a scarf, which is badass. Fair enough. Yeah, you give her anti-air, like good anti-air gear, and she's just gonna have she's actually gonna have really good anti-air. What is the efficiency on her gun? Because it increases by 10%. 130% is not terrible, actually. So it's not terrible though. I've seen worse. Definitely seen worse. It means you would probably give her a faster firing gun. So it means you would probably give her a faster firing gun with just the amount of raw stat that she would have for it, which would make up for it. Plus remember, it also gives her a special anti-air gun. So she actually has anti-air gun +2, right? So she actually has 2 anti-air guns. So even though they're only at 130% efficiency, there's still 2 of them firing off, right? So that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I think that's a good augment. I can't say it with if and or but either way about it. That's a good augment. Good job. Good job, Azur Lane developers, on this specific augment. Good job. Specifically on this one augment. All right, let's see. So the other character that you had oath was Silo, right? Yeah. Silo. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, she just needs skins now. She just needs skins. 125, 125, 125. You got several fleets all set up. 125, 125. Oh! Monarch. With gear. Hood gun is fine. Okay. I'll take it. Approved. You passed the test. With that much A, she could be going 115, possibly. Okay. Let's look at skins real quick. Most of these are all the free skins, yeah. So, these are the only 2 it looks like you bought. Everything else is free or a retrofit. I approve. I approve. Cool. I'm sure if Maya had a skin, you would have bought it by now, but she does not have a skin, so that's just unfortunate. Let me go ahead and look at the gear you've got on some of these characters. Another free-to-play gamer. It's looking like it. It's looking like it. Pretty damn close. How much dock space? No, definitely not a free-to-play gamer. It's definitely buying stuff. I mean, having the double torps on her makes sense because of what she's set up for. Surprised you don't have this on New Jersey. You're gonna want another one of these for her. Yeah, no, that's not bad. Okay, those ships are not good. You said you wanted to know how to build your meta ships. You build them like you would any other ship, realistically. Like, oh, are you talking about like their skills and stuff? Yeah, I didn't realize their skills were. Yeah, you gotta unlock their skills. That's one thing. Hold on a second. Is there no tutorial for how to unlock the skills of your meta ships? Oh no, you unlock them here. You know how. Mainly the meta lab thing? What do you mean? Yeah, you even went back and finished the whole thing. That's pretty good. I'm confused. I'm confused by the question now. Mean this? Okay, it's this. So basically, you have to play Operation Siren. Like you did it correctly. I don't get the confusion. You did it correctly. I don't know what the confusion is. I'm confused by the confusion. You did everything correctly. You don't know which one to upgrade? Like which meta ship to work on? Frankly, BNS, none of the meta ships are actually like meta. Right? Which upgrade of the meta? I mean, if you decide to work on a meta ship, you should upgrade whatever it allows you to upgrade. Like, so yeah, they're fixed enhancements. I'm so confused by the confusion. Your confusion has confused the shit out of me. I have no idea what you're talking about now. The best I can say is that when you go to a ship, if you say you want to use Scharnhorst, you go to a rigging fortification, you upgrade everything hand until it's 100%, and then you're done. That's it. That's the only answer I think I can give in that situation, because I have no idea what the confusion is. Okay, cool. Moving on, because I'm just confused. All right. Where was I? My brain is trying to wrap itself around this. Some builds there or something? No, there is no builds. It's 100% just whatever is there, you upgrade it and you move on. There is no like There is no talent tree or spec tree for meta ships. They're like normally how on a normal ship you enhance them with other ships. Meta ships, you just use those materials and you're done. There's no builds in Azur Lane outside of gearing builds. I think I understand what you're meaning, but like how do I put this without sounding terrible? It's just not that complicated, basically. You've made it you've made it way more complicated in your head about like what you're thinking about when it comes to this, when actually it's just really straightforward. Yeah, it's incredibly straightforward. It's not actually that complicated. It's just you just do it and then you're done. That's it. That actually my head hurts. That made my head hurt trying to wrap my brain around what exactly you were going with there, because that's like I'm like what? All right. Where was I? We're looking at the fleets and the ships. Okay, so I already checked the gear on most of what you had here. Looks like you're working on some of these ships as well. Trying to see if there's any down here that you might want to also work on. I mean, I assume you're working on A gear. And then you will need a decent amount of healers later on. Alright, so not very many skins, only 2 oaths, a few ships at 120, 125. It looks like you have several ships favorited. I'm going to go through real quick and look at what you have and what you're working on. In later worlds, you're definitely going to want to work on Laffy 2. Definitely going to want to work on Laffy 2. Definitely going to want to use Kearsarge and A-Gear. You definitely want to work on Perseus. I know you already have Unicorn up here, but you're definitely going to want Perseus for later worlds. You do have Aquila. You can use her as well. I do not see Pain leave. Should you keep the second Guam? Sure, why not? Perseus already 10-10. Well, you're going to want to level her, is what I'm saying. When I say work on a character, I mean like leveling. Yeah, keep the second Guam. Why not? Technically in regular worlds, you can run 2 copies of a ship. So if you ever decided you wanted to, you could. Pain Leave is another option for another healer, because I saw you only had Unicorn and you do have Aquila as well up there. Pain Leave is another option. Yeah. Ponlev, however you would pronounce it. I can't pronounce her name very well. Ponlevi, something like that. Try Levi. Are there any other metas that you want to work on? Because Jinsu meta is really good for PvP. I didn't see. Did you have... You had Hakuria, but no Shinano yet. I still need to finish telling about it? Okay. Then yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much then. You could run, for your submarines, by the way, you could run an Anchorfish, Flasher, And some other ship combo, you could run Homura combo. You're already running U101, so you could just start running U81 and U96 as well. For your sub fleet, in fact, let me go back and so for your sub fleet, you can run U101, U81, and U96. I would highly recommend getting a sub fleet ready. Like started leveling them or whatever combination you want to do. But that's what I would do. Easiest way to go is Wolfpack. It's just like the easiest way to go about it. In future maps, you're definitely going to be on the lookout for some more of the illustrious sisters. You definitely be on the lookout for that. Ryoho is also a good option later on in Worlds because she has the anti-sub and is a healer. So that's something to consider. There's not a lot of elites where there are retrofits. Like, well, there are some, but you were already working on those ones. So, try to see if there's any others. Oh. If you decide to do Iron Blood stuff, Z1 is obviously really good. Yeah, you could do John d'Arc over World 14 with 2 destroyers. That is definitely a possibility for World 14. I agree with that. I might even have done that a little bit myself now I think about it. Now that I'm really going back, because I always forget about her. But I know I use St. Louis and then like 2 destroyers, and I think sometimes I use John d'Arc as well, because she's a good front line. Yeah, Chaser is not a chip I would recommend for World 14 at all. She's way too low stat. Way too low stat. Cool. Looks good, the ships you are working on. And then the few more I've added in here that you might want to consider working on as well. Outside the ships that you're using, basically. And then as far as the gearing, we'll get to that in just a second. Let's go ahead and look at your depot. So you didn't log in on Valentine's because you definitely started before that. You created the account on 1/18, but you didn't really start playing until 2/25, so you missed out on your Valentine's Day, which is unfortunate. Or maybe you just never looted it. No, there's no mail. No mail. Never mind. That's unfortunate. Good amount of cog chips. You've been using the cog arrays, but you got to get those more of those. Good on the plates. Someone's running OpsI. Someone's definitely running OpsI. Okay. Oof. 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 Oh wow, you have all of these still. Okay, so my immediate recommendation for you is to analyze these and turn them into prototype cores and go get you some good gear. That is my immediate thing with these, is fucking get rid of all of them and go get some good gear. Or keep like one if you want like one of them in your inventory or whatever. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is like stockpiling all of them up and never using them. Awesome. You had to go to 200 pulls for UVH. Nice. Yeah. Yep. 11 cubes. That makes sense. God damn it. Guam's like 40 pools. Nice. Good on books. Good on data core. You're getting your data core. That makes sense. Okay. This looks pretty good, but yeah, that's unfortunate on the cubes, and then I would immediately convert these. So for those who don't know who are watching at home and haven't seen my other videos, or if this is your first video or whatever, if you get these EXP packs, do not use them to get experience on characters. Instead, you should analyze them, turn them into prototype cores, and then go over to the shop, to the supply, to the monthly, go to the prototype store, and they will be here, and then you should buy this gear. And you should buy it particularly in this order. Tenrai. In fact, you could get a Tenrai right now, by the way. You have enough prints. Probably it's a toss-up between the Georgia gun and the CL gun. I would say the CL gun because you can make the Georgia gun and then the Drake gun last. Basically. That's what you should do. In that order. Okay? Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and look at your gear. See what you got. Oh yeah, you can get that first Tenrai right now. That's going to be a huge bump for your Hakuryu. A huge bump for your Hakuryu. Good gear, 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 good gear. This is a shit gun. Don't use this. This gun is terrible. Don't use this. This gun is terrible. Don't use this. I will say it one more time. This gun is terrible. Do not use this gun. It is terrible. Good, 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 good. Good, good, good. I would, if I were you, I would start opening up your, do you have Iron Blood boxes? Yeah, I would start opening up your Iron Blood boxes as much as possible. So that you can get more of these. More of these. And seeing if you can craft some in the gear lab as well. So... because magnetic torps are just really nice to have, especially when you're autoing all the time. And the game is auto lane, so. Auto reloaders are fine. Not the greatest, but they're fine. These are good. Good options. Helldivers, yes. Yeah, just use these guns. Basically, if you don't know what to slap on your character and you can't get an immediate answer to your question, slap this gun on. That is the answer. That is literally the answer. If you don't know what battleship gun to put on your battleship, this gun is the answer if you don't know. And you can't get an immediate answer as to like what would be better. They're super easy to get and all that jazz. So yeah, use these. It's good. Where's all your comments? You get rid of all your comments. Holy crap. Wait a minute. Hold up. I didn't even notice that. Hold up. Wait a minute. Your comments just don't have gear on them. Holy snap. Look at that. An actual empty depot after a certain point. Holy crap. Nice. For your heavy cruisers and your light cruisers and basically any ship that needs evasion, build more of these if you can. Build this, build these for your battleships, obviously build catapults. This anti-air gun is good. This is the best in slot gun for most battleships because of the hit rate on it. This is a good barrage gun. I saw you had in your KB on your Monarch. This is actually a good choice. It's one of the it's an old gun, but it's good. It's a good barrage gun. This is good for heavy armor boss torpedoes. Because they converge, right? They come in, they track the enemy, so to speak. Mimi, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Movers and Shakers. Hope you're having a good day. I didn't see if you had auto or not, but this is actually a really good CL gun for DDs and other characters that you need a CL gun. This is actually a pretty strong gun, especially for the Ds because of the extra modifiers, right? This gun is actually the preferred gun on Monarch. If you are going to be running with a barrage gun on her, this is actually the gun you usually want to run on her. This is actually a very, very good barrage gun that most people move to. This is what people call the FDG gun because it's the gun that she has in her art. It's the gun she would have had if she was real, basically. So when someone says the FDG gun, they're usually referring to the prototype 406. Great fighter for medium and light armor, but it does not intercept other fighters. So keep that in mind. So usually you don't want to use it in the regular world, but there are places where it has some good cases. This is a great item for battleships. Hit and firepower, you can't go wrong. There are some in the first parts of World 15, 15.1 and 15.2. Anti-torpedo bulges can be very useful, and they can also be useful in later parts, but I have found most success in the first two parts. 380 is a good AP gun if no champagne gun. True. This one's also not bad for medium armor. Obviously, repair toolkits are a must. Having a couple of these laying around for when you get to the later worlds and anti-sub and then events with the anti-sub are super good. Obviously, the MK, the 406s, you already know. Fantastic. Hell divers, fantastic. Shit gun. You can use these to craft the submarine torps in Opside that are the best, or in the gear lab that are the best. And then keep going. But a lot of spread, yeah. And then, yeah, hydraulics. These hydraulics, you can make a ton of these. You can make 8 right now. These are super good for your heavy cruisers and light cruisers and any other ship that you want evasion and a little bit of HP on. Same thing for the naval camouflages. You can make 7 of those. So you have enough. They're super easy to use. And they're a good substitute until you get the gold version of this, basically. Fire suppressors, I have come back around on. I used to always say, fuck fire suppressors. I think they're pointless. But I've come back around on them just simply for DDs and the HP they bring. So you're not doubling up on toolkits and stuff like that, and just having another HP, and so your DDs don't burn apart because they are weak to fire. So it does help quite a bit. I've come back around on those a little bit. So yeah, that's some of the gear that you can look at building as you go forward, and some substitutes until you get better. So that hydraulic gear, basically until you get more of these, you can use the blue ones, basically. So now I did see you had 350 here. Let's see if that is from the guild or not. I hope it is. It is from the guild. Thank God. Thank all that is holy. It is all from guild. You are saved, sir. You are saved. You are saved. You are saved. Excellent. Yeah, imagine buying depot space. Exactly. BNS gets it. Rav gets it. Imagine buying depot space. Absolutely insane. All right, gem waste. Exactly. Just an absolute waste of your gems. 100%. I actually bought depot space because my Papega ass didn't read and thought it was dock space. Everybody always says that. I don't believe everybody. I don't believe people anymore. Everybody says that. Everybody says, "Oh, my Papega stuff or blah blah blah." I thought it was dock space. No. I don't believe that shit no more. Everybody says that. I don't believe none of you anymore. All right. Whoa. Only 3 spots in your rest. Okay. Efficiency. I see. AFK XP farm. Rest. Okay. Is there a particular reason you haven't expanded on here? Depot space is a scam. Absolutely. Dark space more important? Fair enough. Fair enough. And you really only need 3 of the skill ones. Anyways, I agree. I advocate for a lot. You really only need 3. I like it. Looks good. All right, let's look at your research. You You are currently researching. Why? No. Why? Basic research is terrible. Terrible. You are a login person. It's free. It's terrible. It's terrible. Terrible. Free does not mean good. It costs you time. And guess what? Time is money. Time is not free. We have a very finite amount of time in this world, and this is bad. Less prints, less everything. Less gear, less prints, less everything. Time is the most precious resource. Absolutely. These are terrible. If you are watching this at home, this right here, basic research is terrible. Terrible. It's not like there will be the end of the world tomorrow, so it's fine. Also, I also don't like using cubes on research. Then do gold. Do rigging. Do chapters. Do commissions. Do gear. Do literally anything else other than basic research. Literally anything else other than basic research. This is, you wanted any extra advice will be appreciated. Well, I hope you appreciate this advice. This is my advice. Do not do basic research anymore. This is terrible. This is terrible. You're focusing on research 6. You've got all your catch-ups. No. You're currently catching up on A gear, or you were catching up on A gear. All right, let's see what you got in here. PR1 done, unlocked, but none of them finished. Done, unlocked, but not finished. Nothing. Done, not really working on. Monarch finished? Yes, Monarch was finished. Yes. These ones are not finished, but Monarch was finished. Yes. PR4, you're not really working on it because you have your research set to PR6, so you're working on the 2 DRs, which is fine. And then PR5, nothing. Wow. So you're unlocking Anchorage, and you're working on PR6 for the DRs. So, yeah, no, like if you're doing basic research, that actually explains why you're so behind on research. Actually, like, yeah, this is pretty behind. So, stop doing basic research. Do other researches. It'll be faster. You'll get this stuff done, and you'll be able to use some of these really cool, awesome ships sooner. But I mean, then again, at the same pace, if you are playing 5 other gacha games, then I would understand why you do basic research, because then you don't have to pay attention to this particular gacha game all the time. Like that, I do understand, but I still say it's super inefficient. Like you're actually wasting more time than you are saving time, or quality time, or whatever, however you want to put it. So again, I reiterate to most people, PR4 is the best PR to work on if you're just starting out in the game, like within the last year or so. All right, let's go look at your world progression. You're on world 13, and based on the ships that I know you have, you should be able to clear world 13. Like this Eagle fleet should be able to just wipe the floor with pretty much the entirety of world 13. And this fleet should do okay. HMS would struggle, but yeah. I mean, you have all the ships you need to be able to progress through world 13 pretty easily, actually. All right, well, let's go ahead and look at your operation. Judging by this point amount, I have a feeling someone didn't do their Operation Siren this last month. That looks that there was no real points gained there. That was Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I just clear the shop. I mean, okay. Let's see. Mob fleet. Actually, not bad. I like it. It's different. I like it. Boss fleet with BB fleet with Taiho. Maya, just using the ships you like. I can see already you're just using the ships that you like. And if you're clearing, so here's the thing. You wanted advice on fleet building. But here's my question. Do you actually want my advice on fleet building for like meta efficient fleets, like clearing, you know, being able to clear all the stuff? Or are you already doing that? Like, are you already clearing all the stuff? That's my question. Like, if you're already clearing all the stuff with just these fleets, then you don't really need my advice, right? Because like, it's one of the things that I've been trying to get across people over time now is that if you're already clearing it, then I have issues with C6 bosses. Okay. Then that would be a synergistic. Usually that's a synergy side of thing, is your fleets just aren't strong enough. Also, another issue you might be having with C6 bosses is that you need to make sure you have enough adaptability, right? You need to make sure that when you're facing those bosses, you have almost 200 adaptability in at least the first two slots and like nearly 150. I know there's an exact numbers, but I'm just giving you an overall number to aim for when you're going at basically 180 plus, more or less. When you are facing any of the higher tier enemies in Operation Siren, you want to have plenty of adaptability. So if you're struggling, it might be an adaptability thing as well. It might not be the fleets. It could just be that you don't have enough adaptability, because if you're just playing enough to clear the shop, you may not actually be doing a lot of Operation Siren of itself, which gives you a lot more of that adaptability, if that makes any sense, right? But as for fleets, I will reconstruct your mob fleet and like your first boss fleet. Let's go with that. Well, let's look at your battleships. Let's look at a battleship fleet. Oh, this is easy. Honestly, you could use. Actually, no, Royal Oak would be good in the mob. Because I believe Royal Oak has a heal. Honestly, oh, you do have Aquila. Oh, okay, you know what? Then we'll do this. We'll do this. Hold on a second. Let me reset that again. Yeah. This is actually fine, but I would possibly replace Rune with... You can run Duca in here, because then you have your 3 Italians. You have a healer, and then you could also set up Aquila for damage. You want Monarch to be the flag because of her barrage. New Jersey does not need to be flagged for her barrage, basically. And then Royal Oak is a good off fleet. And then if we wanted to set up a carrier fleet, my suggestion, you got Hakuryu, you do have Aquila here. You could actually put Aquila back over here for damage if you wanted to. So Soryu. Tayo, believe it or not, actually makes a pretty good like damaging carrier. You could even run the twins on that one. What does Jade do? Oh, her skills are not level. Oops. Yeah, you could run Arc Royal. Arc Royal here wouldn't be that bad. I usually don't recommend Arc Royal because I don't really like RNG, the RNG mechanics of Arc Royal personally. Honestly, since you have New Jersey over here, you might as well double down on your more. We're gonna use for the damage down. Yeah, let's go with that. She's better in a mob plate. That's not. That's terrible. That's a bad option. What do you even do? I don't even know what this ship does. What do you do? What are you? Okay. Because she's just a damage dealer. Here's the thing, Maya actually seems kind of tanky. And then actually, Unzen and Shimakaze. Because of the torpedo buffs, actually would help her as well. So that's like your torpedo meme, and then you have all this. So this is like your heavy armor. Like this fleet, you just put them with the right heavy armor gear, and this fleet will destroy heavy armor, basically. Because between torpedoes and all the torpedo bombers, heavy armor just deleted. Medium and heavy armor would just be deleted. Which means you could technically set up this side for an HE sort of situation. You do currently have the HE gun on her, so. That's right, Ark's retrofit skill does also buff DD, so it'll buff Shimakaze. That's true, that's right. So she moves with North. Wait, what is Unzen currently using? You know what, that's fine. This is actually fine right now. She buffs HE into the other fleet, so. Yes, Chikuma is an option, but he does not have his Chikuma leveled up, like, at all. I don't even think he has Chikuma. I do not see a Chikuma. All right. Do you? But level 1? Oh, okay. Yeah. And then, You could run Kursk actually out here instead for that damage. Or you could run even Guam, because I believe Guam has a little bit of a heal as well. Actually, she increases Eagle Union ships, which she will... Let me she'll increase her. Technically. You could technically run Helena here instead if you wanted to. Those are crossbow. Yeah, no, that's actually really good. It actually makes her quite tanky. This is actually probably a pretty good mob setup because she will constantly be triggering that. You have your eagles here. There's no eagle over here to get the buff, which is fine. Frankly, this last feat is kind of like whatever. You could technically create a secondary like mob fleet when the other one is like not doing great or whatever. Or another battleship fleet actually at this rate. Hold on a second. You can make an HE battleship fleet. Hold on a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Here we go. Actually, let's put a Magi in the center. I like this. And then Kursk. And then Rune actually would be good here because of the whatchamacallit. Or Maya. Oh wait, Maya's over there already, never mind. And Silo's up there. So Megsburg is a possibility. She needs their Iron Blood ships, so no, that doesn't work. Regular Ren then, that's fine. Yeah, that's probably the best way to go about it. And then you basically set up, you can set up one of your battleship fleets for AP and then one of your battleship fleets for HE. Usually the reason your last fleet is set up for HE is for when the when you're in the strongholds, the one that spawns to take over one of your zones that you control is a destroyer enemy, and it usually is just better to have HE weapons against them. So you can set up this whole fleet for like HE basically. Though Rune switches ammo, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I think this would be stronger fleets for you. And then the Italian mob fleet will just kind of pop off a little bit. And then this carrier fleet should truck. To be perfectly honest, even with Hakuryu not being fully developed, this fleet should still truck. Right, I might have didn't do all of Stronghold's last ops. Yeah. Yeah. So you just like set this fleet up for some HE. Yeah, you've already got the like the guns and stuff on them, and then you set up your primary battleship fleet for like AP, which in the case of wow, you have very few guns actually. So let's set this up real quick. Even though you kind of want a barrage gun, it's fine. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Not using Helena right now. Those are already in use. FTG is not currently in use, but that's okay. Let's look down here. You do have one of these. Let's go with that. Craft what? AP guns? Possible. It's possible. I don't know. I don't know what you have on your account currently right now entirely. So I'm just kind of throwing shit on what I see. You can fill in the slots afterwards. I'll explain what to look for in that context. But basically, AP fleet, HE fleet, frontline for survivability, torpedo, heavy armor memes, and then a mob fleet. So let's just go ahead and we'll activate that one. I think this is good. And one of the reasons this mob fleet will work really well is because Veneto will be firing off faster, so basically a preload shot due to having the other Italians in her fleet. And then you can set up Aquila to have her preload shot as well. So that you're just, it's a lot of preloaded shots, but it'll help clear faster, even if they all go off around the same time. And then with Guam, she will do good damage. She will keep a barrier up. Abruzzi will, or Duca will have a self heal, and she will have a good torpedo damage. Laffy will do the same thing. So your mob fleet should clear real fast, right? Then you have your AP battleship fleet with good frontline damage, a little bit of anti-air. Like between these two ships for anti-air, you'll help defend the fleet from carriers. The speed down from Rune Muse and the damage increase from Rune Muse will allow your battleships to hit more often. Royal Ogre, as I like to call her, will keep your backline alive, and then New Jersey and Monarch will go burr. There's another slow effect from Monarch, so this fleet should land most of its stuff even on auto. And then setting up this carrier fleet for heavy boss damage, right? Whether it be medium or heavy armor is probably going to be your best way to go. And yeah, then you have all this torpedo, like all the extra torpedo shit that comes from all of this. It's a really good synergy here. This fleet would be made better by like a Shinano, right? You could replace Taiho with Shinano or Ark Royal with Shinano if we ever get her, because she would also buff destroyers and also buff Hakuryu and all that other stuff, right? And then you have your HE fleet here, right? You have a good HE. Upgrade this HE fleet here. That just does damage. Now you can change what you're going to want to do is probably change all these weapons to either HE weapons or even keep them on AP, because then it'll go through the target to the next target or something along those lines, which you can craft, which you can actually use. You can use these are actually not bad, bad substitutes. And yeah, Rune changes her ammo the entire time. So, and then with Kursk you can just use one of these, and then with her you can use one of these, and then you want to take this off and put a DD gun on her of some substantial use. Any of these would work, so let's just grab that one right now. So generally speaking, this is the kind of item that you want to use on your destroyers because of the health, right? You want them to have a health item. You can put, instead of that on her, you can put one of these. Anti-torp is fine on her, but generally speaking, you can actually use this one. Nope. No. Hit and firepower. It's actually not a bad idea. Because she has lots of guns. We're not really using Helena right now, so we'll do this in Silo. Or we'll give this to Kursk. Kursk wears torpedoes. Might as well put this on her then. I'm going with what you have, not what you don't have. So there are a lot of suggestions being thrown out in the chat that he does not have. So I'm not. I will show you how to get those things, but I'm going with what you have currently. It's not a bad. This is not a bad gun, but its spread is kind of terrible. Like it has too much spread on it. So generally speaking, you actually would rather have this if you're going for AP. But the HE is fine. SAP is what you want. And he has Duca gun. Oh yeah, this one. Duca's specific gun. Yeah. Definitely a possibility. Let's put it on FTG. There you go. Yeah, that's better. That's fine. I forgot which one gives her the preload, but I think that's fine right now. So yeah, these are the fleets that I would use. Let me go back over this. We're going over it. So AP. We didn't really have an option right now. HE. AP, that's fine. This is what's her face's gun. Actually, you know what? Let's swap that. You at Unzen. Give Unzen back her gun, cause she's better with it. DB gives the preload, Fido gives heal. Okay, cool. Thank you. Same with her. This one, if you're going for HE, this one's just a little bit better. Or you can go for more AP, basically. And then for her, you want this. You want another one of these. Let me see if I can craft one real quick. No. I don't think I can. Otherwise, this is totally fine. Ooh. Tenzens will work for now until you can get Ryosei's. Because they are the Sakura, which is what you're prepping for in a boss, right? I mean, these are fine because you're going against medium, possibly heavy armor. Oh. And then obviously you need auxiliaries. This is all about torpedoes and heavy armor stuff. Her anti-air. Another HP item. In the carrier fleet, you're going to have a carrier as what we'll call it. So you could actually probably run this on her instead of the gold burn to get the extra effect off of that. You're going to want a crossbow on her. You're going to probably either any of these really work, honestly. Let's just throw a lance on her for now. You can level it up. And then you generally want general purpose on these. Since this is what you have, you might as well equip it. Okay. Back over to this fleet. HE. Kind of make do with where you don't have a lot of anti-air guns, so you're going to have to build some more. Let's see. I mean, you're not currently using that ship, so you might as well just put something. Putting something on the ship is better than nothing on the ship. That is something to keep in mind as well. Something is better than nothing. Now the reason I don't put the these, like move these over here, because remember these help you with against heavy armor, which is the whole point of that fleet anyways. So Muggy can wear that one. Might as well just, you know, throw them on there. It's a little bit extra stat. Doesn't hurt. Hit and evasion, right? There you go. There you go. All right, so they're all like kind of equipped up with what you have right now. Basically, you're gonna want, like we talked about with your gearing later on. There are specific fighters that, like this fighter better against heavy armor, right? This fighter better against medium and light armor, right? So you basically will change your loadouts based on like what you're facing. For your carriers, which can be anything really. You'll definitely want to eventually try to get some Ryosei's to replace these, and then just like, you know, level up the gear itself. But overall, like I said, when I was going through your gear itself, the gear you're leveling is the correct gear, and then in the section where I told you this is the other gear that you can work on getting. So I think these fleets will do pretty well for you. I think you'll do a little bit better. And once they're properly geared up, you should fairly easily be able to clear C6s. So you also have Mastercraft gear, yeah. Overview, but I'm holding on them on. Okay. Let me go ahead and look at the gear lab for you then real quick. So like, yeah, this CL gun is super good. Like I said earlier, the CL gun is really good for you. For your when you need HE, the CA gun is good if it's HE AP, right? You already know for crafting the Georgia guns. These servitors can be good as well. Some things for you to check out. More anti-air fighters that you can use. These are both Tiger Cat and the Flying Flapjacks are two fighters that you can use on a lot of those characters where you need a heavy armor fighter. Helldivers are king. This is the best AP CL gun for the most part. Like, it's just most consistent. You're gonna want to make some of these for your battleships. All your battleships where you're basically gonna want to make some of these back and forth. All your anti-air ships that have good anti-air stats and good anti-air efficiency, you're gonna want to run one or two of these. This is as good as the Tiger Cat. I think it's a little bit slower though, or maybe faster. Not sure. Obviously, Wyverns are good. You've already built a few. You could consider this, but I would go for that. I would go for the Georgia gun first. Subs. Yeah, you have a lot of stuff you can craft. This is good for your destroyers as an accelerator. Basically, it fires really fast and will allow your low anti-air stat and efficiency characters to fire off their gun more, so that they get more out of the stat that they actually have. Right? Here's the Rio size. Yeah, you can craft quite a few in here actually. Looks like, possibly. Yeah, definitely when you're looking for your converging torps, build some Rio size. And then for destroyers, when you need an AP destroyer gun, this is it right here. It's not a bad CL AP gun. Easier to build, I think, than the Seattle one. When you need a CA AP gun, this is actually not bad either. This is your Barrage HE gun. Obviously, if you can make some of these, you might want to try making some of these as well to get more magnetic torps, so that your auto battles go better. This is for row 15. This is another converging torp for different angles and timings. And then this is probably the best HE DD gun outside of like the UR one, right? And then the heavy cruiser HE gun as well, which is weird. It's weird that this builds into this because this one's actually better. So be careful about that. This one is actually better. This is like your standard best a triple barrel AP gun for battleships, right? You want some of those. These are going against light armor, as we talked about before, and then obviously there's this. So just some gear to look at going forward. It looks like you do have a lot of materials. The big thing for you, I would say, is get some of those Ryosei's and any of the CL guns that you might need, because it looks like you're missing like specific guns for like HE and AP for different CLs and CAs. So Outlaw Wolf, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Let's go. Let's go. That puts us at 82 out of 90, almost to that new goal of 90. So thank you very much for the support. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. And if you've got a Prime sub and you haven't used it yet because you're saving it for your favorite streamer, make me your favorite streamer and give me that Prime sub. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. It's up to you. Or, spend real money and, buy me like a really expensive cup of coffee, basically. So, and if you're on YouTube and you hear this, come on over to Twitch and, use your Prime sub. So, all right. I think that's it. I think that may in fact be it, Rav. I think that may in fact be it. Cats. Oh, yes, cats. Cats. So, well, the first mistake is you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cats at level 30 in the comfort zone. That's not good. That's bad. None of them are leveled up. You got a lot. None of these cats are leveled up. Are you wanting me to explain how cats work? Like, I'm not sure what you're wanting me to look at because none of these are actually leveled. You don't touch this part of the game? Okay. So, brief, or not brief. Yeah, a little bit of brief overview on cats. So cats in general are a gold sink, right? Everything that involves cats costs gold, which means you need to spend gold directly on it. And I do not recommend that when you have other things to spend gold on, whether it be retrofits, gear upgrading, research, and all that other stuff. Cats have really good stats and can do a lot of things for you. And I wouldn't say they're a game changer. I think that's a way over exaggeration. They are very strong and they can do a lot of good things for you. However, they are 100% a gold sink and they are 100% RNG. It's all RNG. There is no rhyme or reason to it. It's all RNG. It's a random chance what you get on each individual cat. And you can spend hundreds of thousands of gold re-rolling to try to get the perfect cat. So my recommendation for you, if you're working on cats, is to try to get a decent one, and then just let it go. Just keep that cat and just go from there. There's literally no skill involved in cats. Okay, so like as an example, and each cat has different bonuses, right? So you like the pound cat, right? This cat generally has is HMS bonuses in here, right? But it doesn't really matter. I would just ignore that. Only focus on what the skills are. And you want each cat, if you are working on them, you want each cat that you have to specifically buff the same thing. So if you get a cat like this pound, you want this cat to get all battleship stuff on it, right? So if I go over here, you've got elite officer and royal. This is actually a good start to a cat, right? Use talent point. You want to check these, right? I'm just gonna level this one up. Don't worry about it. You grab that, you level that one up, you're good. What is this? Loading rookie? You don't need that. Go for the royal. What's this? Forest serenity? You don't need that. That's terrible. Go for that. And you see this? You get to this point, there's nothing, none of these are battleship. Stop. You just stop. Right there. That's it. This cat is perfectly fine where it's at. Stop. You can reset the talents for 5,600 gold. Remember that the more points you use, the more it costs to reset the cat. So as soon as you hit a point where you're not getting a talent that focuses on the thing that cat focuses on, you stop immediately, because otherwise you're just wasting your time. And in the future, if you ever decide to reset that cat, you're just going to be paying more gold. So there's no point in going any higher than that. So like, let's go to the steel. Steel is a submarine cat. Generally speaking, really good with iron blood stuff if you get the iron blood thing on it, right? let's look at this. Let's see what we get. It's upgrading the torpedo in this one. Take that. Right. It's upgrading the HP and the Ironblood one. Take the Ironblood one. Right. HP and Ironblood one again. Take the Ironblood one. Oh, it's upgrading this, but there's 3 new options now. Right. Check these. Check these. Check these. Destiny, accuracy, or HP. You know what? Fuck it. Don't even do anything else. Leave it there. That's it. There you go. Leave it there. Right? That's like Bishimaru usually is directed toward carriers, right? So you have this one. And then you have this one, 10 torp, nodders. I mean, yeah, you could. I'd just leave it there. I would just leave it there personally. 14 anti-air, 14 reload. Let's see what we get. Aviation, sure. What do we get after that? Look at this. Look at this garbage. Look at this battleship, cruisers, and then the anti-air. Terrible. Move on. Right? So that's basically how cats work. Once you get to a certain point on a cat, there's just no point. Like, ooh, this is a good start. This is not bad. This is not terrible, actually. Let's see what it gets. Ah, DDs with torp. There you go. Grab the new one. D's for HP is not bad either. ASW is also not terrible, actually. Let's go. Let's see what we get. What's this? Rookie lookout. That's accuracy. No. More torp damage. Cool. And we'll take the last ASW, and then it gives you loading rookie and torpedo. 20 torp. What's this one? Rookie helmsman. Small ships. Nope. HP. Nope. Go for the eagle. There you go. 4x6. It's still better than nothing, in my opinion. It's 8. It's 8. It's not 6. You're actually wrong. It's 8, not 6. But that's fine. Like this is not a terrible cat for your ships. Okay, like you've got your DDs and CLs with 3% extra torpedo crit, 15 terp, some AA and aviation for your backline and stuff. Like this is actually pretty decent, right? It's clean. This is a cat that you wouldn't necessarily reset, but once you've got it maxed out like this is actually not bad, in my opinion. So there you go. That's basically how cats work. And as you can see, I will show you, it now costs 12,000 gold to reset this cat. Whereas the cats that we stopped at just a few talent points, it still only costs 7,800. So still a lot. Okay. And this is why cats are a gold sink, because also to get more cats, you have to spend, 21,000 gold to get 14 possibly gold cats, right? It's RNG what boxes you'll get. Yeah, once it's level 30, you don't have to do anything else. Yeah, do your one daily free, that's fine. Yeah, where's Flame Aggression? Real game changer. Yeah. Flame Aggression is good. But yeah, like put other experienced cats in this and then you can just like level them up. Kid, Drake, and Bellamy have predetermined stuff, so they're kind of worth leveling, but I honestly they're kind of like whatever. Yeah. So basically what you're looking for on the cats is, actually let me go back to that. What you're looking for on the cat, so to summarize one more time, is you're looking for the same target, right? This buffs torpedo stat for SSV, for submarines, basically, right? So you're looking for other things that will buff torpedo stat for submarines. So like these general ones for a faction, like this 14 torpedo stat to Ironblood sub, that's pretty good. Plus 20, that's 34 torpedo stat. That's pretty good. That's an item, right? And that's not all of them. So technically you can multiply cat stats by 3 because technically that 34 isn't spread out between 3 characters. No, it's 34 to all 3 of them, which effectively, it's like 90 something or whatever, right? A little over 100 extra torpedo stat on the whole of the fleet, which is good. So like cats can make a difference. They give a lot of stat because they are broad. It's like equipping another, like a fully loaded out a battleship cat is like equipping another black or white shell on every battleship in the fleet, right? It's very, very, very good. However, the amount of RNG and gold sink that goes into cats is just a lot. Is just a lot and cannot be worth your time. All right. I think that actually might now finally be it for us right now as I talk like Captain Kirk. I don't know. Anyways. Any other questions, Rav? No, all good. All right, now for the YouTube outro. That's going to be it for this account. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please come on over to twitch.tv/AgitoLive, where you may be able to get your Azur Lane account reviewed or your HSR account reviewed at some point while I'm streaming those games. And if you like this type of content, please leave a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.